Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Johnson from Maximum Chiropractic and Occupational Health. Thanks for tuning into this video. It's going to take about 6 minutes, maybe 7, but you are cluing into this and watching it because you either came in for an exam or one of the people coming in for an exam here in my clinic has directed you to watch this video so you can lower your blood pressure. Okay, I've been doing this for a number of years now, actually a number of decades now, and we have a food program that'll help you lower your blood pressure, among other things make you feel a lot better too, because it's a very, very effective system for you to lower your blood pressure. Now, there's no catch, there's no cost, you just wise up and do what I ask. All right, a number of people have come in, their blood pressure was 168 over 93, that dropped down to 138 over 84 in 4 days. Several others, one was 226 over 144, that dropped to 134 over 80 in 20 days, and on and on and on it goes. Okay, so it's very drastic, it does drop your blood pressure down, and it's just proper food. Okay, let's go into detail about that. How are you going to do it? Well, you're driving all the time, so how do you eat the right food? You can't get it at restaurants, you're not going to get the right food at the truck stops or at the typical convenient mart. You're just not going to get it, so you have to bring your food with you. I drove for 7 years myself. I drove school buses, bobtails, I drove tow trucks, whatever it took to get through college. Now, I took my food with me, and so that's what you really need to do. I always had 2 coolers in my truck. I loaded it with the food that I wanted for the day. What is the food? Well, okay, let's go into it. First and foremost, vegetables are really key in dropping your blood pressure. Next is going to be the protein you're going to take in. Chicken, turkey, fish, starches and carbohydrates will be the next category. This is going to be best with complex carbohydrates. We'll go into that one. The last part of this is going to be fruits. Fruits are the luxury of the day. It satisfies your sugar fix. Okay. Now, the idea here is to stay full of your food that you bring. When you're full, you have a lot more won't power. We've all got the willpower, but we need the won't power, so we won't go and eat the junk that is available to us at all these convenience stores. Okay, let's go to vegetables. Set your vegetables up, dice them, slice them, cut them, whatever you want to do, and put them into plastic containers or jars so that they are available to you as you drive, and it's not going to be an inconvenience. You don't have to pull over, and you're not going to lose your focus on the road. This is what you want to consume mostly to lower your blood pressure and to detox the system. Why can you detox? Well, vegetables have been using for detoxification in the system for decades because mostly there are no chemicals within the vegetable, so in a very simple way it kind of pulls chemicals out of your body and you excrete those chemicals and you create a healthier body. All right, you can eat lots of different vegetables. If there's one you don't like, great, don't eat it. Eat whatever else. Now, basically this diet is you're going to eat what grows from the ground, what runs across the ground, or swims in the water. Okay. Now, the way you can cut up the vegetables and peel vegetables, you want to do that. You don't want to eat a lot of the peels, or you want to wash them thoroughly. And you can wash them with a vegetable wash that you get at one of the supermarkets. You can even wash certain fruits and vegetables in a dish soap and wash it thoroughly and then wash it with a vegetable wash so that you can get a lot of the pesticides off or dirt, unless you're eating organic vegetables and fruits, which are the best way to go. But if you can't afford something like that, wash these things thoroughly, get them cut up. Okay, next, after the vegetables, which you're using as your snacks, you're using those all day long. Every 20 minutes, you're probably going to be hungry again. Reach for another vegetable. You're thinking, well, I'm hungry every 20 minutes. Why should I do that? Well, the vegetable it digests very, very well within the system. It moves through your system very quickly, and that's the good part of it. It's what's cleaning you out. It's what keeps you from being so full and uncomfortable and gassy and bloated. All right. The next is going to be the protein, the chicken, the turkey, the fish. Now I'm going in the order of importance. Vegetables first, then protein. Fish, probably the best source of protein. I really encourage you to buy only wild caught and don't buy fish that has a dye in it. Ask the butcher, ask the person at the counter, does this have a dye like a salmon or something like that? And don't buy that. Buy the stuff that's fresh and natural. Okay, then there's chicken. Get the lean chicken. Turkey, get lean turkey. You're not trying to be the big health nut. What you're trying to do is eat healthful items so that you will be healthy from it. You could use dark meat chicken, light meat chicken, the breast, the thigh, the leg. Just cut the skin away. Get all the skin and the fat off of it. All right. Next, it comes to the starches and the carbohydrates. The complex carbohydrates are really, really important. What should you eat? Brown rice, top of the list for complex carbohydrates. Again, it grows from the ground. Next, potatoes get a bad rap in a lot of ways. They grow in the ground. The worst thing about the potato is the skin and the pesticide that has made its way into the skin that you cannot wash off. You've got to peel those potatoes, the yams, the sweet potatoes, unless you get organic potatoes, which I encourage you to buy organic. But if you can't, peel the potatoes. Do not eat these peels. Okay, and certain fruits too. We'll go into that, but apples, you want to peel them. Cucumbers, zucchini, these things, you want to peel these because of the pesticides that you can't get off of the vegetable or the fruit. All right. I did need to say something else about the protein of the fish, the turkey. Don't eat lunch meats. They're loaded with preservatives that you don't want in your system. It's bad news all the way around. So no lunch meats, no prepackaged lunch meats. Buy the whole chicken or cut up pieces of chicken or turkey, the fish. That's what you need to have in your system. And that is a good source of of good protein, not necessarily natural, but make it as clean as you can. All right, yams and sweet potatoes, those are also really, really great for you for natural carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates, and they also deliver a certain amount of fructose. For example, in a potato, you're going to get more potassium than you would in a banana. So there's lots of ways to cook it. Pre-cook your meals, throw them into containers, mix rice and fish, potatoes and ground turkey, put a nice tomato sauce on it that you've spiced up with your own natural spices, not a spice that you buy at the store that has spices in the ingredients, because if it says spices in the ingredients, usually it means it has monosodium glutamate, disodium glutamate, flavor enhancers. Stay away from these types of spices. Okay, you can really make a good spice by mixing your own together and creating a flavor that you enjoy. The fruits, again, you want to wash these thoroughly. These are the desserts of the day. Great way to satisfy your sugar craving. Very, very important. There's certain fruits you may not like. Don't eat them. There's lots of others. These things need to be put into a cooler, cut up, diced up, put into containers so that you have this food and you are eating all day long. Don't think that you're supposed to eat one meal a day to lose weight. It's been done, but we're not talking about losing weight, although you will lose weight typically when you do this type of food program. Again, this is a balanced diet. This is natural food that grows from the ground, runs across the ground, or swims in the water. This is what God gave us to eat. He didn't make a profit off of it. But the things that you shouldn't eat, they are making a big profit off of. So we're talking about breads, bagels, pasta, cereals, noodles, cookies, flautas, tortillas. All these things are very processed. They have different chemicals that do different things. The manufacturers will add a chemical to give it a flavor, a chemical to give it a color. These are really bad, especially for children, because they can produce ADD and ADHD-like symptoms. These children could be misdiagnosed. I'm going to cover that in another video. And then there's, not to mention how related the pesticides are to ADD and ADHD. Bear that one in mind too. There's a tremendous relationship there. But the fillers that are put into the flour-based foods that stop the clumping, you don't want that, such as silica and different silica compounds. These are things you just don't want to run through your body. They will add weight. They increase your risk for diabetes, irritable bowel syndrome, diverticulosis, diverticulitis, all kinds of problems, gas, bloating. These things will stop you from being able to sleep through the night. They will put pressure against the prostate. There are lots of symptoms that you can get from bad diet. Avoid this stuff. Sleep through the night. Get up once a night instead of 5 times a night. Or make your diet so clean that you're actually not getting up at all in the middle of the night to pee. This is really, really important. Thanks for watching. You can email me. That'll be available later on. Just go through this and plan out your food program. Put your food together maybe on a Sunday night and a Wednesday night so that when you get up in the morning or you're ready to go out on the road, all you have to do is reach into the fridge and pull out the jars of food. Now, getting on the road with your truck. Just about every supermarket out there in this world has a place to park a rig, a tractor trailer. You can go in and get more food from that supermarket. You can wash it up by having water bottles on your truck, large canisters of water. You can clean this, you can cook it on the side of the road. It's really not very difficult, and it's less time consuming than sitting at some diner and waiting for your meal and then leaving again. I will try and make more information available to you, but this is the basic of this diet. Stay full because it gives you won't power. Thank you for watching.